at the forefront. We just have a question about the last clip. Was that a expression of your ability to act or sing?
You go for a whole season where you don't say anything, and people are like, "Does that guy even talk? Is he mute or something? What's going on?" And in your second season, you kind of have to introduce it in a certain way, and you can't just like all of a sudden he's just like this incredible singer. So I think it was a clever way for them to put that in, and I think the question I get asked most is like, do you actually sing like that? No, I don't. I can sing, so well you'll see some more development from Mike Chang, and you'll hear him more in the future.
Talk about acting in LA. What's that like? How hard is it? How easy is it? And how have you guys found it, rewarding or not?
Oh, I was just gonna say it helps if you're Harry and you're a triple threat, and I was actually thinking about this morning, that the term triple threat, where does that come from? And like, if we go to war, do we send the cast of Glee at them to like sing him to death? No, I actually was thinking about this while I was trying to pull myself together for this panel today, and the stark truth about being an actor in LA in this business is it helps to be good looking, and it does help to be actually talented at something, because quantifying what good acting is, it's one of those like what they always say about porn, you can't define it, but you know it when you see it. So we can define porn. I think we can define porn. Pretty sure. Australians have a really good definition of porn. We're really good at it. That's fine. Oh my God. So no, just that it is a very, very difficult thing. But I feel like people ask me, and I would assume all of us all the time, like, how do I get into it or whatever. And I don't know that there's really an answer to it. But if I was going to be very honest with everyone, like, LA is a town or Hollywood is a business of good-looking people and really talented people, and it does help. Like in Harry's case, to I kind of wish I could hit a button and turn into him so I could dance whenever I'm like, there was like, guys, I'll be right back. Harry's gonna take over for a little bit.
For you, how did it actually start for you? Because for Harry and for Ellen, it's your first time here, yeah?
Yeah, my first time.
So for the audiences here, how did it start for you, and then how did you kind of segue to where you are now?
Well, my dad used to always just tell me, baby steps. Anything you do, take baby steps, and I think it works out with any industry you go to, and especially in this industry. I think sometimes, you get a huge launch out of nowhere, and you get, this big thing, and you miss kind of the little foundations that happen. And for me, I came here in 2001 in LA to act, and all of a sudden I started, saying, oh, I can kind of dance, so let me go to these random dance auditions, and all of a sudden I was like doing tours and like doing these little commercials, and dancing kind of took over for me. And what was the cool part is that, I did a lot, I failed a lot miserably, but luckily I was in the background where no one saw it, so that was cool. And then I learned a lot throughout the times, and then finally I said, okay, I want to go back to my roots and get back into acting, go on audition, and I was able to hone those skills of dancing and acting, and it's literally how I look at it for this industry is longevity. And there are like, Aaron says, Hollywood is about half talent and half of it's politics, business, or if you're like good looking or whatever. But I think it's just being well balanced in all, and then you'll have that longevity. So, which I'm hoping to have, and I can see a lot of the actors already have. What does that mean? And you kind of have to go in and grab these roles and try and like say, oh, hey, he can play. I'm not even looking at him as just being Asian, just looking at him as him being this character. And I think that needs to happen more and more for that to happen, where you know, they'll start putting more breakdowns where it's like, okay, you know, let's play this guy as a regular guy, not just like some guy from Japan, or, you know. So I think that needs to happen more.
For you and Hawaii Five-O,